Boop, boop.
Here we go.
That's that. Do. Lucky bat. Oh, ah! That's that. What do I need? What do I need? I need white paint and then my pigment powder.
Daniel Thompson, 2 minutes late for shame, disliked.
Yeah.
Maybe you're 2 minutes early.
Mm-hmm.
Tate the Hun, evening. EJ95, Lucky Bat needs to make a pink orc army.
I agree.
Well, of course. Alright, make sure I'm in live chat so I can see all the swear words.
Mm-hmm.
And square words. Squarespace. The
Oh,
stream
God,
is
I want a
sponsored by
Squarespace. I want a Squarespace ad so much.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any representatives from Squarespace in chat right now?
I believe so.
Good. Hook us up. I want that Ninja Squidmar Miniac action on like every video. My viewers want websites. I want a website. Audible won't return our calls either.
No.
Kick the Bandit disliking gives me a pop-up now.
A pop-up?
And does it say you're bad? You're bad
You're
for
mean.
disliking. Joe Draco's, allow me to date myself. My arthritis is acting up because the weather is bad. Ow.
It is cold.
Nick Ayres is super impressed by the bass for the suppressors you did.
Yeah.
Nuzzles, the stream is sponsored by Screaming. Oh, pretty much. Pretty much. Good old brown iron oxide. Do I have a good brush for applying this? How did I apply it to the other ones? I think... Did I apply it dry or wet?
EJ95. Then Jay needs to paint orcs, and Nick and Lucky Bat argue over the colors.
Yeah.
Orange. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be orange. I guess what shade? I think it's going to be an orangey shade of orange.
Daniel Thompson, just start advertising products and then send invoices to the companies for your service. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It is. I can't believe we didn't think of that. This episode is sponsored by Sheets and Giggles.
I don't even know what that is.
Never got a Sheets and Giggles? Apparently you don't listen to the Office Ladies podcast.
I don't.
For shame. I know it's your favorite show of all time.
Yeah, and they must not advertise on any other podcast because I've never heard of them before in my whole life.
Actually, I think Sheets and Giggles, Ryan George does Sheets and Giggles a lot on the YouTuber. He makes silly skits.
Yes, I know who he is, but I don't watch him. I like him, but I don't watch him.
I think it takes a refined palate to really understand his work.
Yes, exactly. I don't know if I'm quite there yet. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna start with the Horus Heresy, and then maybe see if I can get there. Regulus22. It's a sad day. I have finally lost my ability to see the dislike button.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oop, this is getting messy. I did not do a great job.
Speaking of getting messy, Alex YT, after the Hammer Bolter Eldar episode, I was thinking of starting a Craft World's army. Do you think they're going to get a refresh in the next decade, or should I hold off until then?
I guarantee they'll get one within the next decade.
I mean, I guarantee it's going to happen soon, because the rumor engine stuff looks 100% like Eldar stuff.
That's true. That is a good point. It was just an Eldar sword.
Yep. And I think there was a new thing today or yesterday or whatever, and it was like an engine that had soulstones on it.
Ah.
Yeah. I guarantee there's Eldar on the way or something.
E95, Professor Cabbage, what do you like better, Skitari, Rangers, or Vanguard? I think I like the look of the Vanguard a little bit better. I actually think the Skitari should have been a monopose kit. It would have made perfect sense for basically lobotomized soldiers to walk in perfect lockstep, and it actually would have been kind of cool if they were like all completely identical. Maybe their robes could have a little bit of a different flutter here and there, but instead they kind of are just running around all a little bit unique and different. Honestly, it would have been kind of badass if the Skitari were on movement trays. It would make perfect sense, like according to the lore. But alas, 'twas not to be. Oh, that's fun. Something fell on the floor.
That was a really fun sound. You think it was a ghost?
Yes, it was a ghost, 100%. Sean discovering that Titans are cheaper than Imperial Knights. Going big. I mean, I feel like that's not true. Imperial Knights, $150, and the cheapest Knight is like 600, or the cheapest Titan is 600.
I think some of the most incriminating footage that we take during our videos is when we do the spinnies.
Yeah.
We're just talking while it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Some wild conversations. Ben S. What do you like better? Grots.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
I like a good grot.
I want a grot. Who doesn't like a grot?
Mm-hmm.
I think people that don't like grots have zero soul.
Yeah, I remember I was on a certain Facebook group where they said that orcs weren't 40k. Orcs are too silly and are not part of real 40k. Which is obviously true, but...
Obviously. Ben S., when is the Grot Codex coming out?
Tomorrow.
Very soon. Yep. We would know. We're giant shills. We were told.
Sebastian Cobos Alvarado. Hey Jay, I'm making an AdMech model that's basically a meme turned into 3D. Any advice for it? I mean, it sounds like this is your dream. Like, I don't know.
Make it have Jay's face on it. Somehow.
Yeah. Alex YT, if I live thousands of miles from the nearest ocean beach, where would you recommend I get basing sands? I think like the hardware, like nurseries and places that sell plants. Maybe in their indoor plant section, they have some soil coverage options, and sometimes they sell sand there. Arts and craft stores will sometimes sell sand. You could buy an hourglass and smash it.
Yeah.
Ooh, what are those little? It's like a little tray, and you are supposed to take little rocks and a little rake and make shapes. Is that like a Zen? Is that a Zen garden?
Something like that.
Buy a Zen garden, and then smash it.
Perfect.
Also, you can buy concrete sand from most hardware stores. You'll definitely get too much, but maybe you and 50 friends could go in together on a 6-pound bag of concrete sand. Benjamin Reynolds has a good idea. Fish stores, aquariums.
Good old-fashioned fish stores.
Flipnet Doodad 88, the playground sand.
Yeah, that's I have this was from just a long time ago. I had a bag of playground sand, and I sifted it until I got some nice, pretty like medium coarse grain, and then some fine grain sand out of that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Akina Kanones. You can also get sand from the moon.
You can.
Yeah. That's something that I've been experimenting with. A little expensive, but it's worth it. Alex YT. Okay, awesome. Smashed hourglass. Here I come. While I'm at Lowe's, what's the best rattle can primer for white and black?
Rust-Oleum for both. Rust-Oleum makes great spray paint. Everything else, or I guess just Krylon, stinks. I did not get Krylon. Krylon's poopy.
Jeez, you're gonna really hurt their feelings.
I don't get why it's like the most popular brand of spray paint. I guess if you're using spray paint for its intended purpose of like spraying a plastic chair, it'll turn it blue. It'll take weeks to dry, but it'll turn it blue.
That's always the example that they show too.
It is.
Some, just painting a cheap chair, metal colored.
Enos Tips, happy holidays, dudes.
Woo! I can't wait for Santa to come.
Mm-hmm.
Professor Cabbage, I'm having a hard time finding a paint scheme for AdMech. What's a good strategy for finding schemes?
Pinterest. Just go onto Pinterest and look up AdMech. Cool Mini or Not is still pretty darn good. Although I found that there's not tons and tons, there's not infinite options for every search. Like I looked up Gene Stealer Cult and there was like one page. Yeah, Cool Mini or Not was the shiz like 7 years ago.
And the books. Apparently they have books.
Yeah.
Which that's pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly. Books.
Google. YouTube. The usual suspects. Pinterest is very good, though. And Pinterest will sometimes, it'll give you a bunch of AdMech, but it'll also just randomly throw at you, Hey, here is someone's sweater that is the same colors as the palette of images we found for you. And sometimes that'll lead you down a fun rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
Pinterest
I
is
love
honestly
rabbits.
pretty great, but I kind of hate it because like I'll search something and then it'll be like 50 Pinterest results. And I'm like, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah. Like when you search Google.
Yeah, when you search Google and you'll get 50 Pinterests. And I'm like, I appreciate it, but I don't want it. Oh, it's terrible when you look up, like, how come this thing isn't working? And then you get, like, 3 Pinterest results, and they all go to the same broken website.
Mm-hmm. Ethanos, see, you didn't even have to shill this time.
Yeah, well, I sort of shilled for Pinterest.
Well, but this is before that you said anything.
Okay.
That was because of the tip.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still gonna shill anyways.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's in your name, literally.
Mm-hmm. This Necron was brought to you by NordVPN.
Exactly. Hack and slash Pinterest is a huge rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Also has a lot of what I like to call mom architecture. And it doesn't always look good. It's a lot like I get these all the time. I don't know why, but on my Facebook I get these videos of people. They have this like beautiful like old home, and then they update it to be modern, and it looks like garbage. They like take out all the beautiful woodwork and then put in metal,
IKEA furniture,
and glass. Yeah, it sucks.
Tom S., what's some advice to start a hobby YouTube channel? Oh, God. My first piece of advice would be don't. My second piece of advice would be just make videos.
Yeah.
Don't try to game the system. Don't. Just make videos. And see what happens.
I wouldn't even watch the... don't even watch the videos that say, like, oh, just do these 3 things and it can help. Nah, nothing.
None of those help. Just make videos.
Like a lot.
Yeah. Also, pro tip, I'm gonna paint this. Those videos don't do well. They'll do about as well as they can possibly do. Like 100 views, maybe. If you're okay. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the ceiling on those types of videos.
You kind of have to find a little bit of a hook
Yeah.
to get people into it.
Yep.
And you also
Fill a
have to think
niche.
about, like, what do you like watching? Because you should probably make what you like watching.
Because I know what I like watching is like I like watching Squidmar paint a manta, and that's hard to pull off week after week.
Yes.
Or just I like to watch that, or when Ninjon does anything. Those are my 2 favorite things. Because like I do enjoy tutorials, but I watch, I don't know, maybe 1 tutorial a week.
Right. But it's also you probably searched for it.
Yeah.
Where that's not really the majority of like YouTube isn't that. It's the homepage.
Yes, that's
Like
100%.
it's like 90%. Like we can look at the numbers. It's like 90%.
Yep. 90% is the homepage. It was our video was one of the 8 YouTube decided to show people.
Yeah. Prime Night 427. You ever watch Midwinter Minis?
Yeah, I watch Guy.
Not only do we watch Guy, but we've been on his channel.
Yes. When he was on maternity leave, we were one of the channels who made some content for him. which I'm going to be going on maternity leave next year. And so, Guy,
Yeah.
going to need a little content.
PJ McMurray, I only watch one tutorial a week, too. Oh, wait, it's yours.
Yeah!
Sorry, I haven't been EOB shilled in a few days.
Ryan Fitt, I am happy today that I got to bully Valrak on his inability to say water correctly. What does he say? Water? I bet I nailed it. Sinister Puddle, I was just painting a Necron for my boyfriend, and this stream popped up. Neat. Kino Kanones. So, financial advice. If you go into debt buying models and give them to a friend for safekeeping, you can get out of debt by declaring bankruptcy. Cha-ching, free models.
Perfect. That's our plan. That's what we're going to do.
Don't you still have to pay it if you declare bankruptcy? You just get like a fixed...
Shh. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ethanos, that's the same way I am doing my Instagram. I just paint models and post one a day.
Yeah, it's a good way to do it.
Daniel Thompson, just name your channel a similar name to a more popular channel. My future channel, Squidnar.
Perfect. Yeah, it's gonna work.
Ooh, my new channel's gonna be called Ninja.
NJ. Little Nibbler 93, getting into BattleTech like bad. Have you guys tried it out?
Nope, I own it. Maybe one day I'll get around to it.
You heard it here, folks. Maybe one day.
Ethan knows. Jay's gonna pop out a baby for 1K views. I hope it's more than 1,000.
I think you could get some good views on it.
I think so.
You got to be painting a mini while you do it, though.
Yeah.
And you use the brush to wipe the sweat away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Wet blend that baby.
Oh goodness. Jam Styles, I found EOB pop up in my suggested feed. I think I was watching Angry Video Game Nerd at the time. Anyways, I'll be watching anything Jay does. Haven't been disappointed yet. There's still time. I like Angry Video Game Nerd.
Is Angry Video Game Nerd Linkara?
I don't think so, because I don't know what that is.
I don't know if I've ever watched Angry Video Game Nerd.
Very good. He's got like some YouTube classics, I would say. He's been on YouTube forever. I remember, I don't think I've watched one in a long time, but I remember like every time it came out when I was in high school, I'd watch it immediately. Sean, my hobby channel will be Dislike EOB.
Yeah. I think managing expectations is also very important. I mean, if you think about it, in all of the hobby space, there's like 3 people who are making it, and none of them are millionaires.
Yeah.
Or even a couple $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say get into gaming, or I don't know, be PewDiePie. That's actually, I would say if you can be PewDiePie, that's probably the move.
Yeah, that's probably the move. I would do that. Yeah.
What I don't understand, so like, I guess it makes sense, but like Markiplier still puts out like daily videos. And I'm like, you must have millions of dollars.
Yeah, you make a lot of money.
Like, why? I just post once a month.
But maybe you want more money.
Maybe?
I mean, again, I've said this before. It's like a lot of the celebrities. Like, why not just stop? I would, if I had like a bunch of hit songs, I would stop. I wouldn't do it anymore. I would just go home and go to bed every day.
I think what would be really fun if you had tons and tons of money is just do insane projects. Like, I'm going to build a Rolls Royce out of Lego. It's going to take me 4 years.
Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Made out of Legos. Indrivable, of course.
Yes, of course.
I like to think you're driving down the street, pieces are falling off of it.
It's going to be powered by the Lego motors.
Oh god. Has anyone tried to get as many Lego motors together as possible? See if they can do anything?
I think there was, I saw an amazing video where somebody or some company or it might have been Ferrari made a Lego Ferrari.
Oh,
that works.
I feel like it was them. I feel like I remember seeing that. I don't remember I remember them rolling it around. I don't remember it driving itself though.
I think it could drive, but it could only drive at like 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't getting up to 80.
No.
Being made of
Lego.
Lego.
Years ago. That'd be hilarious. Just going down the highway.
TK Street Prince, remember folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. TK Street Prince, Jay, was gutted you did not use clear resin and a UV pen to do the ice on them bases. You know, I have to double check my, I had an order from Green Stuff World come in, and I thought I bought UV resin, but maybe I just maybe I didn't, because they didn't send it to me. I bet I didn't. that was a lot of things coming in and out of the shopping cart.
Yeah, marijuana plants in, and then out, then in again. That's my favorite thing that they sell.
Sean, One Mind Syndicate puts out a lot of lore content. I like them, but damn, they must never sleep. Oh yeah, the lore channel. I think they hopped on a stream one day, didn't they? One Mind Syndicate.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
Boy, they've been at it forever.
Jason M. Lego. Ha! Kinex is where it's at.
Boy, which would be more structurally sound?
Well, Kinex would be lighter.
That's true.
Which is nice. I had a bunch of Kinex too. I liked them.
I don't think I ever really had Kinex. I always had Lego.
I had both because I'm awesome.
And Lincoln Logs. Really, a Ferrari out of Lincoln Logs, that would be the pinnacle.
Yeah, truly.
Annie Crimson, forgive my late arrival. I was debating on what thing I should paint next. Also, ahoy hoy, folks. Is the liquid gold... Ah, it is... No, wait, it's not still on my table. Why do I put things away?
Yeah.
Professor Cabbage, did I paint my AdMech in a classic Forge World scheme or a dusty steam or snowy? I think you gotta pick.
Snowy.
I don't have my vice grips near me, which is what I need to open up this paint.
Amazing. Adelagara, is it weird watching this from the bathtub? No.
Yeah, what do you think, Nick?
Bathtub right now.
How did that not loosen it? I just slammed it into the floor so it would flex to maybe break the seal. Maybe I can like crush it under my foot.
I hope paint goes everywhere.
I hope so too.
Live on stream.
God, Vallejo. How did this not happen to someone on the Vallejo team? I mean, look at the top of my liquid gold. It's all ripped up from using vices to open it. I'm gonna look it up right now. They do not still sell this stuff in this tube or in this container. They absolutely do.
Yeah. I mean, I think I bet maybe it's some sort of weird Spain thing where you have to, if you're using alcohol-based paints, you have to put it in that kind of container because kids will drink it.
It definitely could be.
Too bad. I mean, and I've taken a drink and I've been fine. I don't have any problems.
Frozen Throw. I use a 3D printed tool for opening it. Holy cow! I don't know if a 3D printing. I use steel. I guess I only need like a tiny brushstroke of it. I can do that later.
Make a Lego device that opens it.
Hack'em/slash. Run hot water on the lid. I don't think that's gonna soften it.
Ooh, lucky bat. Why don't you transfer it to a dropper bottle?
Now there's the $1 million idea. TK Street Prince. Remember, folks, show us some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
And TK Street Prince asked what thumbs down we're at. God. Let's see. Is this the one that's live? Yep. Dude. We are at 38.
Oh, YouTube ruined us.
I know.
Google. Old business daddy.
Business daddy ruined us.
We should tell people we work for Google.
And so people will hate us?
like, and you know, it's easier to explain than what we actually do.
That's true. Yeah. I prefer video connoisseur.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Sounds like we just watch YouTube.
You know what? That's better than explaining what we do. Jam Styles, I've said it already, your audio quality and personality are tops. Most other 40k channels and 99% other Legion channels have the personality of cardboard with a mic that's underwater. You can either confirm or deny that.
See, the trick is that our mics are retained in oil. That's how you really get the good audio.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take up smoking so that one day my voice can be as amazing as Voldemort's.
Perfect. Yeah, that smoking cigarettes can either make your voice like really deep and nice, or horrible and crackly and weird.
It's weird though, like Frank Sinatra and all the other Rat Pack gang.
Mm-hmm.
They were the best singers ever, and they chain smoked cigarettes and drank every day of their lives until they died young.
Yeah. Man, they sounded good.
Mm-hmm. And then they were like, we should make Ocean's 11. And it's not good.
DQ Studio Prince, I've been smoking for over 45 years. Trust me, I don't sound good. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't work for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Your mileage may vary.
Jason M, I know from experience smoking has nothing to do with your voice, just with how crunchy your lungs sound.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Benjamin Reynolds, Frank Sinatra was the best singer ever. News to me.
It was pretty darn good.
I would say he's pretty darn good.
For being a very drunk, very smoking person.
Yes. But the best singer is obviously Taylor Swift.
Oh, Tay Sway.
So, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we can all agree on. Alright, it looks like these models are going to be done this stream.
Wow.
Yeah, I probably should have applied the pigments dry, but we'll see. They'll have a much drier, dustier look when all the water is evaporated. And so tomorrow I'll be painting something new that the patrons picked. Because the patrons pick what I paint.
I haven't checked it recently. Oh yeah, the Patreon app sucks now. They changed it and it sucks.
They made it worse?
The app.
Oh,
The app was okay. I mean, it all sucks, but yeah. It's a weird thing for a company that makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they kind of don't make a lot of money because they don't take that big of a cut at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's tons of people on Patreon making big bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you would reinvest it a little bit.
Yeah, you really would. Just at least a little.
Yeah. So you know how so let's say you're on like Facebook or like a real app and or like Instagram, and you want to refresh your feed, right? So what you do is you scroll up with your fingy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you scroll down with your fingy and then that refreshes the page. They don't have that on the Patreon app. So you actually have to go all the way out and then all the way back in to refresh a page. Because I looked at the stream pics, a couple hours ago, but the numbers are different than they are now. So I had to leave the stream pic, go all the way back to the dashboard, then go back to the post, then click stream pics, and then it was changed.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah. It's weird. I've seen a lot of people have their websites. I don't know how they do it. They set up their websites to just do the to basically become their own version of Patreon, but for them only. And they come up with some reoccurring payment system.
I mean, that's probably the move if you can pull it off.
And so Patreon doesn't take a cut. But they don't even take a they don't even take that big of a cut. It's very weird. I don't know how they make that much money. Cameron, not to be rude, but how long is the EOB complete backlog? Like a month and a half, maybe 2 months now? I think we're still in October. I'm pretty sure we're still in October. I think we're in mid-October in EOB complete. I can't wait until it's a year behind. That's going to be sick. Alex YT, did anyone else pick up on J. Bartholomew Schillen? That name, I mean, it's obviously your real name.
Yes.
That we talked about it during a game of Kill Team. It just popped up out of nowhere, out of our brains.
Yeah, we go to some strange places while gaming.
Yeah. Yep. And arguing. Frozenthrog, how many creators are there on Patreon, and how much are they pulling in on average?
On average, probably $5.
Yeah. There actually isn't that many people on Patreon. It's probably less than 10,000 people. It's really not that much. And only like 4 of them really bring in money. Like, I know all like the top 10, like those have like over 20,000 people each. Some of them have way more, 30 or 40,000 people. Nicarace, if your Necrons had green glow instead of orange, they'd be Xbox themed.
Yeah. No, they'd be Mountain Dew themed. I guess they are Mountain Dew themed, but they're code red. I don't mind code red. It's the least offensive of the non just plain Mountain Dew flavors.
Yeah.
And also obviously Baja's the best.
Yeah. Of course.
Jeez. I have seen Baja in cans before, like once in my life. And I'm like, how is that not the thing?
It's like they do it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think it's like Taco Bell has like a exclusive rights to it or some weird thing.
Taco Bell must be giving them billions to keep that to keep that formula locked.
But yeah, exactly. It's good.
Isn't Mountain Dew and Xbox the same thing? Pretty much. Yeah. No, I think Mountain Dew and Mountain Dew Doritos and what's the shooting game? Call of Duty. I think that's all the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Flipnut Dude at 88. Pepsi owns Taco Bell. There you go. Again, the people at Pepsi, like, there's people that work at Pepsi. What are they doing?
Done.
They figured it out already.
Yeah. There's
And then they made cherry. I'm sure that was hard. But I mean,
I
what
like
are we gonna
cherry.
do? I like cherry a lot. Cherry Pepsi is my favorite soda. I like it. I'll get it whenever I can. It's really sweet.
There's an amazing College Humor sketch where it's the CEO of Oreo came into the office, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on? Are we doing like a birthday thing?" Or and then they start telling him about all of the new products, and he's like, "This is craziness. We make Oreo. We print money. Why are we trying? We can just go home." And eventually he just goes mad from all of the different dumb flavors.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. I don't know what happens. Do they just spin around in a chair the whole day? Like,
I think so.
I don't get it. Like, obviously, there are people that truck there's people that push the button to make the sodas. Then there's the people that truck the sodas around, and then there's people that put the sodas in the machines and stuff.
Yeah.
Or in the stores, and that all makes sense. But what do the people that work at Pepsi headquarters do?
I guess you just have to have someone there to answer the phone and say, "Hello, this is Pepsi." What do you need something?
Yeah. Yeah, they probably have a lot of people complaining about like finding rat poop in their sodas or whatever.
Yeah.
That's probably a problem, constant problem.
I mean, what are you gonna do though? Just a little rat poop.
Have you ever gotten anything weird in anything that you bought?
I don't think so. I've had like sodas be sticky, but that's just the outside.
Yeah. I've had the only thing that I've had was like I got like a bag of chips that had nothing in it, or like barely like a couple chips in it. It was mostly just air. It's like, okay, well, okay.
Cameron, is the Plague Marine Battle Force worth it? I paint NIDS, but I want a 9th edition army to play with. It seems okay. I think the only problem with it is it comes with 2 characters that you don't really need. It comes with the Plague Icon Bearer and the Plague Champion, but both those models also come in a regular box of Death Guard. So that's $60 right there. That's not really value. And you probably wouldn't have bought those models if they didn't come in the Battle Force.
Hack 'em slash. I had a wolf spider smash into a Cheez-It. Almost ate it.
Well, I mean, that's just protein. That's not even a problem.
Yeah, that's good for you.
Andy Crimson, the best soda is Canada Dry with lemonade. That does sound pretty good. Alex YT, what's EOB's opinion on coffee? I don't like coffee. Not a fan.
Out of necessity, I would get in the architecture building. They had Starbucks double shot canned coffee, and that was okay. And I mean, it's disgusting, but it's okay. I can make it work.
I don't know how I did architecture.
But and then I also did I would drink coffee occasionally, but I don't like it. I'm a teaman myself. I have to drink tea every day. Teaman.
Gotta get a nice cup of dirt water.
Yeah.
But it's good dirt water.
It is good dirt water. Yeah. Sean, I got an empty can of beer the other day. Very sad moment.
Yeah.
I would flip out. I would sue the company.
Was it a glass bottle, or did you just pick it up and there was just it was just nothing, no weight whatsoever?
Maybe it was like you get a 6-pack, and one of them didn't have stuff in it.
Ah, there you go.
I'd be pissed.
I remember there was this crazy. It might have been Coca-Cola. I don't remember if it was in America or not, but they were trying to do this promotional giveaway where they gave people money in cans of Coke, and you would get either like $100, $50, or $5 or something, but it was in the Coke, so there were vials of liquid with a $5 bill or with the money in it. And it was in a vial, but you still couldn't drink the Coke. Really, because there was stuff in it, and apparently they put really bitter stuff in the vial of liquid that held the money so that people wouldn't try to drink what was in the vial, and apparently it would leak into the drinks.
Oh my god!
It was apparently just a giant disaster from start to finish, and just a bad idea. Like, why not just put a little something on like a QR code on the label? And some QR codes have like a coupon. Why would you have to give them real money?
Yeah. That is weird. Somewhat soda related. I know my dad used to work for like a grocery store, and he would stack the cans of soda on top of each other, and it was they don't really do this that much anymore, but it was like the cardboard bottom, and then you have your cans on top with the killing dolphin rings on them to keep them all together and stuff. And apparently, there occasionally would be rats around, and they would scurry on top of the cans, and they would poop on the cans and stuff. And to this day, he still wipes the can lids before he drinks a soda.
Probably smart.
Yeah,
you never know, but
because he just assumes.
I drink a lot of stuff in aluminum cans, and I just YOLO.
But a lot of it these days is covered with cardboard now.
Yeah, that's true.
They put it in a box, but they used to not.
Mm-hmm. TS, what is your dynasty's name? My dynasty is called the Necrons.
Damn, that's a sick name.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you come up with it?
It just came to me one day. I was reading the Codex, and I thought, what would be a really good name?
Necrons. Name that YouTube channel.
Oh my goodness. If someone in the chat can name that YouTube channel.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Necrons.
So that's a deep cut.
That is a deep cut. Oh no! James Cameron Clark, Iddick. Nailed it.
I appreciate that he made his logo in MS Paint one day and has stuck by it for a decade.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite things about him was he would comment on every single Warhammer YouTube video back in the day, when we were going. Like 2014, 2015, every single video would have him having a comment on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's smart, too, because if a person comments on your channel all the time, you'll click to figure out who they are, and then you'll see that they have videos, and yeah, it's a good strategy.
I think that was the secret of Midwinter's success.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Hey, dog. What? My dog is really staring at me. You want to go outside? We can go in a few minutes.
In exactly 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm. TK's 3D Prints. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Mind Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
Woo!
Hack'em slash. Hey, those rims are supposed to be black.
Yeah, what the hell?
Frozen Throg. Dog want to go now. Daniel Thompson, show puppy. Nah, she doesn't want to be picked up. Jared, Jay is the rebel in the base from the plasma site. Yeah, you know, you're right. That is where that's from. Man, I did that kit bash so long ago. Rude.
Yeah. Jeez. Just like when she ruined one of our models and memories.
Yes.
Remember that? So
yeah. Yeah, I got 3 more characters for my Necron Royal Court.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of cool in the book Indominus. It's kind of cool, the 40k novel Indominus, because it's all about the models basically that you get in Indominus, but it's kind of cool to have the background of them. You can totally run them as just generic characters, but it's kind of funny because you find out like the Plasmas or the Cryptek hates the Overlord, and the Overlord is best buds with the Royal Warden. It's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like that book, and it's also just kind of good. This is a great
question. Sam Hardy, what's next? Well, that's going to be decided by our patrons on Patreon. Got a poll up right now with a bunch of stuff. So they'll decide what Jay paints next.
Hack'em Slash. So now I have to go repaint my Necrons, all 100 of them. Well, you should watch the video. 10,000 points, 7 days painting challenge.
Nerd sad cry.
Cry. Where I literally repaint all of my Necrons, which is 150 miniatures. Why? Why are you being so rude today?
Wow. Yeah, she doesn't like those base rims.
No.
She likes them black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I get it. I understand.
Brian Rotzog. Jay, you should paint something phallic next. I'm a patron. I mean, if you want to send over some Kingdom Death models.
Oh, there you go. I'm looking at the stream pics right now, and the one that's winning is a little phallic. There's a little phallicness in there. I guess it depends on how you paint it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say there's a little phallicness. It was also fun in the app. You can't click on the photo to make it bigger. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, what? That's not a very common feature on apps and platforms.
Exactly.
Next, you're going to be wanting a go back button.
Speaking of going back, though, it is 10 o'clock. And you know what that means? We're going to be done now. But we had 2 videos already out this week. We have 2 more. We have one normal video coming out tomorrow, and then we have one video coming out on Saturday, and that's a Patreon exclusive video. And that's a community critique where people sent us their miniatures and their photos of their miniatures, and then we talk about them. And we talk about how much they're bad and good and bad. And we also have a Patreon-only stream tomorrow on Friday after the normal stream where you can actually call in and chat with us.
Yeah.
So you gotta join us for that. It's always a lot of fun. But we'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central. So join us for that.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good